outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Hey.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. With the Vikings at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Being chased out left.
Oh, you threw that? You threw that? You threw that?
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's Mitchell. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Third and 2, here's Howell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Touchdown, Bengals. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
first and 10. It's Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Buying time to his... It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dawson Knox, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, but then repeat it the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Vikings 7.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Eluded. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, Howell. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. It's Howell with another throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now Tannehill steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Tannehill dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Powell looking to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On second down, here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
And Howe will throw it.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Powell.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tannehill on 1st down. Touchdown, Vikings. Raheem Mostert, 28 yards. And the Vikings take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Tannehill. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Again, it's Mostert, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
On 1st down, Howell.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Bengals. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's Koo to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On second down, Mostert. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Tannehill. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Tannehill. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Tannehill. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw again on second down. Powell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll go play action. Powell. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mitchell. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Powell to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Once more with Mitchell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even...
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. 2nd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tannehill to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Tannehill. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. Charles, that drive is perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.